Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I have some exciting news. I have actually partnered up with BUSR Sportsbook, and we have an amazing limited-time offer just for you. If you're into gambling, check this out. They have a sign-up 150% bonus. That's right. It's only for 24 hours after you sign up. But if you make a deposit within that 24 hours, you'll get a 150% bonus. Put in $100, you get $150. Put in $1,000, you'll get an additional $1,500, up to $2,500. Now check this out. It's not just football because, we're dealing with the playoffs and Super Bowl right now. It goes well beyond just that. We're talking about football, basketball, baseball, hockey, more. Hell, I heard that like in The Sopranos that they would gamble on 2 cockroaches running up the wall. But no, in all seriousness, they even have live in-game betting as well. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. To take advantage of this, check out the description. I'll have a clickable link in there, and I'll also pin it into the tab. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you guys. And go.
First one, we talked about it, right?
We got to put these boys away. And it is intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Hey, all day. That's how you do it, baby. Let's go. Let's go again.
Keep going. Play action, bootleg to the left. Prescott all the way.
Mississippi State got running. That's over.
That was before the surgery, though.
Yeah, that was before the surgery.
That boy bad trying to get back right.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Keep taking the from him. Come on.
Dalton Schultz for the second time tonight. That's all alone.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Way to be Kyle. On to the next. You hear me?
Cowboys are on to the next season and doing so while some of the guys who scored touchdowns, in fact, in that playoff win over the Buccaneers are free agents in the offseason. Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, Noah Brown, Cooper Rush among a few, and there's some defenders as well. So let's approach the roster construction of the Cowboys in 2023. Jane Slater joining us now on NFL Now. Good afternoon to you, Jane. Stephen Jones has talked about putting more pieces, more talent around Dak on the offense. How do they prioritize that moving forward?
Great question, because they've got a lot of questions that need to be addressed, and we'll likely get all those answers at Combine, as we typically do. But yeah, we've got a lot of changes not only to the coaching staff, but it's also going to look like a very different roster next year. But it starts with Dak Prescott in the sense that they truly believe, and they just reiterated this yesterday. Todd Archer was able to catch up, of course, with ESPN, with Stephen Jones at the bottom of his hotel. We'll be chasing after Stephen tomorrow to get some answers. But he still believes Dak is the guy that can get it all done. But they've got to put pieces around him. When you talk to Jerry Jones, one of his biggest regrets with Tony Romo was not getting that done. But here we are, Dak Prescott heading into his 8th season. And while he has been to the postseason, they just haven't gone that deep. And when you look at their points per game, it does drop off offensively in the postseason. So wide receiver is going to be an area they really need to address. CeeDee Lamb took a little bit to come along as that guy, but they feel comfortable with him there. The issue last year was who's the number 2 guy on the outside. Noah Brown had the closest in terms of wide receiver, but he had about 555 less than CeeDee Lamb. The hope is that Michael Gallup, who they signed to a long-term extension after that injury, will start to move along. But we saw this at camp. They knew they had to address it, and they really didn't. They went out and got T.Y. Hilton, didn't give him as much juice as they thought they were going to maybe get there. They were very interested in OBJ, and I'm told OBJ is still part of that free agent list that they're considering. Robert Woods is another one that maybe they'll take a look at. And if it's not through free agency, and by the way, T.Y. Hilton wants to come back. He really liked it in Dallas, so his agents will talk to Stephen Jones at the Combine this week. But there are guys like, I was looking down the list. You've got Quentin Johnston. You've got Jordan Addison. But it does typically take these rookies a little bit before they start to pop. I think they need a little bit more assurance, so I think that's why we could see them adding a veteran free agent wide receiver, but they've got to figure something out because that was an area that really hampered them last year.
And we did, Jane, see them put some faith in Michael Gallup, despite the fact he was coming back from that injury. A similar situation for the offensive tackle, Terrence Steele. He's coming back from a major knee injury. How do you think they'll approach him as he's going into free agency?
Restricted free agent.
Well, Terrence Steele is a guy that last year at the Combine, I just kept hearing all of the coaches and the executives praising Terrence Steele. And I think all of us sort of scratched our heads because maybe we didn't see what they had just seen yet. But then we saw Terrence Steele get injured, and you saw how important he was to this offensive line. I'm told he's going to need a first-round tender because there are offers out there. Not offers, rather. There is interest. Got to be careful there. There is interest from other teams in a guy like Terrence Steele. So we'll see what the Cowboys do with him. But I think the other big question for the Cowboys is, what do you do with Tyron Smith? He's going to be 32 years old. He really hasn't had a season without injuries. I think going back to 2015, they did play him out of position this year, moved him over to the right side because of the success they've had with their rookie. But with the exception of Zach Martin, nearly every guy on that offensive line got hurt last year. So they've got a lot of questions there. They've also got a new offensive line coach. But when we talk about putting pieces around Dak, it starts with that offensive line, and then you've got to figure out what you're going to do with your wide receiver. And then we've got lots of questions about running back. So there is a laundry list of things that they need to address.
A lot of work they got to do.
You know, we'll get a lot of those questions hopefully answered at Combine, because we haven't heard much from the front office since they exited playing the 49ers in Santa Clara.
And that's the one thing that I can predict, Jane. We will be hearing from Jerry Jones very soon regarding the Cowboys in this 2023 offseason. Jane Slater checking out the Dallas.
Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. What's up, Joe Boo? As well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up. Woo! And let's do a mic check. I've been doing a whole lot of work and stuff on here. I'm not sure if the mic is working correctly.
Sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice, check two. My mic sound nice, check three. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Mike? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's this head action you're doing? What's going on?
You got that nut on the table?
You know what?
That nut.
It's been bad luck for the Eagles. Now I'm gonna say,
Oh, you're right. No. You're right though, because remember, when you went that year that they went to the Super Bowl and they won. Mm-hmm. You know what you did with him?
What's up?
You gave him a toy ring.
Well, you know what? I gave him a little teddy bear because he to go with all his cockroaches.
You gave him a toy ring and they won the Super Bowl.
You know what? And I messed that up. And I didn't. You see, I didn't give him one, did you? Let me give a shout out to Army Mom Heather. What's up, Army Mom Heather? What's going on? We got Help Miranda, Miss Biscuits herself. What's up, Miss Biscuits? Lady Libra, Dallas Cowboy for life. There's Help Me. I'm sorry. There's Dallas Gina, Dallas Diva. What's up, Gina? How you doing? I know we got Miss Rhonda in the house. What's up, Rhonda? And then we got Miss Hot Sauce Lola. What's up, everybody? I think I did. If I didn't get you, just go ahead and hit me up again. You know, what's amazing, Mike, is how many Eagle fans that are here commenting, even before the show gets here. They are here commenting. They literally cannot get enough of America's team. Do you understand? I don't understand it.
I mean, our nickname did come from their city when they had the NFL films.
What? Huh?
When the NFL films was in Philly, that's when they came up with America's team. I didn't know it was
anything about Philly.
No. I don't know why that's why they hate us, but our nickname came from their city.
They hate us because they ain't us, okay? They hate us because
we have a cool nickname.
Because they had a better season than we did, but they still talking about us. It doesn't matter. They won the Super Bowl, but they were still talking about us here. You know, they're sitting here, we trying to run a business here, and the damn Cowboys are screwing us up here. You know, that's what's going on. But we have some breaking news. Not that it's da-da-dun. I didn't hear from Gina on this, but a story that I have been following, literally every single day that has been kind of crazy is the Michael Irvin story. And for those of you who have been under a rock, okay, To make a long, I got to get used to some of this stuff. This is a lamp right here. It's really streamlined. It's literally like a little line right here, and you can't really see it. In fact, I couldn't see it, so that's why I hit it. But Michael Irvin, who was let go during the Super Bowl coverage of the Eagles getting their ass handed to them because they literally choked with Jalen Hurts fumbling the ball for 6 points. Michael Irvin was relieved of being there in person to laugh at the Eagles because of accusations, in which case he has since put out $100 million lawsuit against Marriott, the individual, and the Phoenix Hotel. Marriott thought they were going to be cute, and they're like, we're going to get this out of a Texas court. We're going to get it into federal court. But be careful what you wish for, because the judge, the judge, Amos Mazerat, who should be familiar to Cowboy fans, because when Zeke Elliott's suspension was put on hold, it was Judge Mazerat who ended up putting it on hold. This case has been going at lightning speed because it's only been 2 weeks, and now it's in the second court. Judge Mazerat on Friday said, Marriott, you have until 5 o'clock Tuesday to either respond or produce the tapes, as well as the names of the people that you spoke with at the NFL Network, ESPN, as well as Jane Doe, who made the accusations. Marriott has responded today. And basically, they're asking the judge to throw the case out because they're saying we're not liable for what the Phoenix Renaissance Hotel did because we are just the parent company. Each one of these are independently owned. And so, Judge, we're not responsible for what they did at that one. It's kind of like a McDonald's franchise. They are McDonald's, but you can own one as a partner with them, so to speak. So that's where we are. So now it's up to the judge to uphold it or throw it out or say, nah, shorty, you still in the shit. I dare say, and maybe I'm wrong, Marriott is trying to delay. Marriott is trying to find a way to get out of this thing. Marriott is trying to push themselves out of the equation so that way the Phoenix Marriott is the one that's dealing with this, and they are the ones that will be sued. That is my take. Now, again, I'm not an attorney. I'm just kind of going by what we're hearing. Thus far, Marriott ain't had any kind of proof of anything. To me, the tape is everything if you are Marriott. That tape should be what exonerates you and gets the case thrown out if it is what you said it was. If it's not, that's your ass. Your thoughts, Mike, what do you think about that? Anything on that?
No, I haven't been following the case.
Well, I tell you what.
I've been following somebody else's case.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
They're going to have to pay.
Quietly, what's going to happen is...
what's going to happen is it's going to be like the Kaepernick situation. They're just going to settle out of court.
Settle out of court, write a big check and a non-disclosure agreement, and they'll go about their ways. But I wonder what happens with Michael Irvin NFL Network. I'm just like, how you trust your employer who literally listened to a phone call and said, okay, we're going to get rid of this guy.
That's one thing if there was a police report.
There was no police.
If there was a police report, okay, you suspend them until the case is resolved.
They got nada, nothing, nil, and so on. So 88 will win with huge payday out of court. Yeah. Look out, Michael Anthony Fitness. Mike will get, say, $75 million. I don't know if that'll be that much. I bet you get about $25 million and they'll call it a day. Marriott's trying to delay or find something crazy to get Michael Irvin or something. But again, they have basically said, this was an interaction that happened in the lobby. And the way that Michael Irvin and his attorneys are going at him, you got to know that there's not something that Michael Irvin, that there's not an October surprise, that they know nothing happened. Because if they did, they would kindly, wouldn't be quite as aggressive. They're aggressive going at this. Crazy Corvette let my hair blow in the wind while driving in a convertible Corvette. Oh, my goodness. All right, so, wow. Mike, I got some bad news for Dak Prescott haters. What? Stephen Jones, okay, after we had the whole C.J. Stroud, where everybody's all of a sudden, the Cowboys, they're going to move up, they're going to get themselves a new quarterback, they're going to replace Dak, and then having people go on and say that, Dak Prescott's been put on notice that he's going to be replaced. They have been found out to be frauds. If we are to believe Stephen Jones, they are made out to be frauds. How is it that the Dallas Cowboys would say, Dak Prescott, you're on notice, we're going to get rid of you because we're not winning enough, but now we talk about putting an extension on him? Yep. I mean, that's literally talking out of both sides of your mouth.
That's just to get more money for the cap.
Well, it is, but it's also tying you up longer term. See, if they were to go ahead and say, nah, we're not going to touch it, then I would say, yeah, they're looking at moving on because they're going to take the big hit now. Hair down, blowing in the wind. Woo! It's just blowing it, just blowing in the. I tell you what, Rhonda, it just depends on what day of the week it is. This weather has been crazy. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it was 80 degrees on Thursday, 60 on Friday, 30 on Saturday. Today is like 50 and rainy. I think tomorrow's going to be like 65. So if you get the right day, it'd be cool. But I don't know that you want to be out there with it blowing in the breeze because it's going to be blowing in the rain too. And you know what happens when y'all women, you get the hair and the humidity and the water, you know how it goes. Like what the F? Chad, what's up, Chad? Chubb, what's up, Chubb 64? That sounds kind of funny. Chubb. Okay. 75 high and 60 right now. I'm ready to go swimming. Well, I don't know where you are, Rhonda, but, at least you're in the tropics or some stuff. Okay, so we're talking about extending Dak Prescott. And numbers that I hear, and this is where people are going to get triggered, that it's like an additional $45-50 million a year.
It's probably avoidable years.
It could be, but also kicking it out there. So we're talking about spending more money on Dak Prescott.
But you're not really spending more money. You're just kicking it down the road.
Well, you are. Actually, you are long term.
Yeah, but you save money on the cap this year. And kicking the can down the road.
Kind of, sort of, yes.
And you're getting him before the balloon busts again.
Yes. Well, people are going to look at it differently. Because as I put the video out about Stephen Jones basically saying we're going to go ahead and we're going to, extend Dak, you got, that's the worst mistake they could ever make. Well, here's the reality. In the time since Dak Prescott has been the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, 2016, I want to say 2017, Drew Brees was the highest paid quarterback at $15 million a year. And then you ended up having, Jimmy Garoppolo in the 20s, and you ended up having Jimmy Garoppolo. You had Derek Carr was the highest paid at one point at like 23. You had Kirk Cousins. Mike Gage, what's up? Shout out being a member for 20 months. You had Kirk Cousins was the highest paid there for a while. Then you had Russell Wilson, and you had Aaron Rodgers. So when you think about in the last 5 or 6 years, the NFL salary cap has literally quadrupled. And we're already talking about Daniel Jones looking for 45.
I would pump the brakes on that.
What, on Daniel Jones?
I would give him. I give him props though because he actually played good with the actually good coach. But it was only one good year.
15 TD passes?
I would say give him another year, and then you're gonna pay more. Actually, if you wait, you're gonna pay more.
Like Kellen Moore?
No, because the reality is with him, he might have another good year and might want to demand more money.
Okay, so he's been in the league, 5 years and had one good year? One good year.
I like to see what you could do with that coach.
So wait, let me see if I get it straight.
Who was his coach?
Daniel Jones.
Who was his coaches?
Oh, hold on. I'm just saying.
It does matter. Who is his coach?
Wait, we're saying that players around them and coaches matter now?
Jason Garrett?
No, wait.
The judge? You think those are
Dak Prescott was successful with Jason Garrett.
That's Dak Prescott.
Oh, are we saying then that Dak Prescott is better than Daniel Jones?
Yeah, Tony Romo helped us get 8-8. It wasn't Jason Garrett.
Mike, and Mike,
it wasn't Jason Garrett.
Mike, you are 100% right. Danny Dimes knows I want to be like Dak Prescott. I've got his agent as well. Yeah, and they gonna get paid. They gonna get paid.
A lot of teams got the same agent.
Well, although there is a big name quarterback out there. Listen,
as Dak Prescott.
Hey, you got a guy out there right now who is free, who has a Hall of Fame pedigree.
Who?
But actually, there's two quarterbacks out there. You got one that could be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and then you got one that's got a Hall of Fame pedigree, as they said. Yeah, and my man Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is now free.
Carson Wentz only had one good season. He ended up getting injured before he went to the Super Bowl. Don't get me started with Joe Namath.
Oh man,
don't get me started with the Joe Namath wannabe.
Well, who, Joe Namath wannabe? Who's the Joe Namath wannabe?
You remember the Jets? Derek Carr.
Oh well, Derek Carr. Well, see, but now Derek Carr could be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
He is. He's not Joe Namath.
Listen,
Joe Namath won the Super Bowl, and
but you know what's funny?
Joe
Namath didn't do anything spectacular in the game. It was the running game in that thing.
But the man won the Super Bowl at the time when they were trying to merge the
AFL and the
AFL.
But that was, that was scripted. That was, if it was ever scripted, that was the script. Yeah, Joe Namath, I guarantee you we gonna win. Okay, they needed that to happen to give it credibility. Yeah, if there is script, that would be the script.
I believe it was scripted, but what has Derek Carr done significantly in his career?
Nothing.
Exactly. He's not no.
But see, it doesn't matter though, because he's not the quarterback for the Cowboys. It doesn't matter that he's only had 1 year where he had over 30 touchdown passes. It doesn't matter that he has like 12, 14 interceptions every year. It doesn't matter that he had more weapons than just about anybody out there. Tom Brady never had the weapons that guy had this year.
Now? You comparing to Troy Aikman now?
Look, Josh Jacobs, 1,600 plus yards on the ground. Running back, 1,600 yards. Devontae Adams, who when Aaron Rodgers had him, with no other receivers, was MVP. He had that guy along with Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow is better than anybody not named CeeDee Lamb on our roster wide receiver. In fact, I will dare say Hunter Renfrow is Michael Gallup and Noah Brown put together. That's how good he was. And then we got their tight end. I can't remember. God, I can't remember a tight end. Darren Waller.
Yeah, Waller. That's
Darren Waller.
I saw
he got four incredible weapons right there. And that guy got benched and left for roadkill. They took a big-ass cap hit to tell him goodbye. But now, oh man, Derek Carr here at the Combine, he going to be talking and interviewing with teams that, all of a sudden you can win with Derek Carr. So if you can win with Derek Carr, I can guarantee you that Carson Wentz will get some injury. SSL TV. Yes, he had Randy Moss for 1 year. Late Randy Moss. We're not talking Randy Moss early years. Randy Moss is still good, but I tell you what, Devontae Adams right now is better than Randy Moss was when he was with New England. Just saying. I'm just pointing out how good of weapons Derek Carr had. When he goes to the Jets, he ain't going to have those, but somehow they believe he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
The next Joe Namath.
Get out of here with that bullshit. I do want to put something out here because I'm assuming that this is, like artificial intelligence or, AI or something, one of those crazy things. Because I know this isn't Dak Prescott. I know Dak Prescott thinks these things because we all think these things, but this was kind of raw on TikTok. This has to be somebody, making this thing.
Yeah, because he's not going to do that.
I want you, Eagle fans, hold your ears. Hold your ears, Eagle fans. No, actually, Eagle fans, listen up.
Them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team.
Ooh.
No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
The daddy. Wait. Lola says, I love that hot sauce. Let's listen to that one more time. Eagle fans, one more time.
Fuck them birds.
F
fly,
them
Eagles,
birds.
fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm.
Sexy arm.
Defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East
again. Damn. Now that's some smoke right there, boys. That's how you. This is how you do it. That's how you bitch slap them birds. As much as I'd like to think that was Dak, that couldn't have been. So that's somebody imitate, kind of like, when I do my Jerry Jones, that Dak Prescott, he got himself a sexy arm. He the daddy when it comes to them damn eagle birds and where's my glory holes. It's so funny to me because Eagle fans are always coming in and talking about how great Jalen Hurts is. He's better than Dak Prescott. Dak sucks. But it's like, y'all can't beat Dak Prescott. Yeah, what are y'all talking about?
If we would have won, they wouldn't be in the Super Bowl. We would be in the Super Bowl. The man has not beaten us. Why do you think he was scared to play us?
Yeah.
It was because he was injured. Because he knew he wasn't going to win.
Yeah. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go to my BUSR account, and I think I'm going to put some money on the Cowboys. I got to see what the odds are right now, and put some money on the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. Because you know what, Mike? I think we're going to drink this year. I think the script is written for the Cowboys. We're going to get that Puerto Rican Bacardi. That AIDS Bacardi, what? My box of rum we got from Puerto Rico.
But it's really Cuban.
They started in Cuba.
It's really Cuban. Don Q is Puerto
Rican. It was made in Puerto Rico. It's not Don Q, it's Bacardi.
Bacardi is Cuban
The Bacardi
rum.
factory was in Puerto Rico.
Cuban rum.
They started in Puerto Rico. Excuse me. They started there, but then they fled because of the communism. Because they said, we want to be in America.
Do I need to talk to Daniel?
Do
I need to talk to Daniel?
Well, you got to talk to Daniel then.
Because that's his people.
Look, it's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rico, okay? All I know is we bottled that in what? 17? 19? What year was it? 19, wasn't it?
The first time we went for
19.
For charity.
All right? Thank God rum doesn't go bad. But we opening it up. It's got a wax seal. when the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl.
I thought
Okay,
it was when they win.
at this point, listen, I ain't got but so many years left, son. You know, let's just say they get to the Super Bowl first. They might pull an Eagles on it. And for you Eagle fans, you know what? I got something to say. I think it was, I don't know if it was Philadelphia or Twiz Digga that keeps saying, you know, anybody who's a Cowboy fan that's 37, you know, you ain't seen, you know, a Super Bowl with your team in it, which is true. Irvin, what's up? Shout out on the super chat. Hurts is only good for one season. Herps. No, he's not herpes. Hurts will flop next year. Shout out to Irvin for the super chat.
Irvin S.
Now the herps just got me. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, Mike, what's wrong with me? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. For those Eagle fans that are talking about Cowboy fans that are, you know, under 37 years old, you don't remember the Super Bowl. They still have a chance, though, to see one. As opposed to all of the Eagle fans that died before you guys had one. What?
Don't you remember what happened when you went to the Super Bowl?
Oh my God, they've been yeah. But there's many ones that will never, Eagle fans that will never ever see one because they waited 50 some odd years.
Does
and they've
World
gone
Champions count?
by.
Does World Champions count?
No, it doesn't. You mean when there's only 10 teams? And at one point they were the Steelers Eagles? Whatever they called them?
It was the Steagles.
Steagles, okay. They're a pile of poo if you ask me. Fly, Eagles, fly. But you know what? Keep that same energy. So we're hearing that the talks have stalled for your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who's looking for a fully guaranteed deal from what I've heard.
Oh, another one.
Like Deshaun Watson. See, Deshaun Watson messed up everybody's. Deshaun Watson's contract was so out there, so wild and all that. Everybody's looking at Lamar Jackson's like, bro, I want mine fully guaranteed. And, you know, now you got Hurt saying, bro, I want to be Lamar Jackson and getting all these injuries before I get paid. And now, of course, you've got Byron Jones coming out.
Yeah, because he's about to sue.
He's about to sue the NFL's, the doctors in Miami, right?
Yeah, because it's a similar situation as Tua.
There you go.
Because they misdiagnosed Tua and look where he's shape that he's in.
So
I think he just got off of the concussion protocol.
You're right, but I don't think he's going to be long for the NFL.
No, I'm not saying that he is or isn't, but I'm saying he just got off concussion protocol.
Yeah. So
I was like, and Byron Jones can't even jump or run.
Hurts won $70 million a year. Well, I don't know about that much, but I know he's once over 60. Eagle fans thought the balloon was a UFO. Twist, I know it's fake, but I love it. Oh, wait, let's one more time. Wait a minute. Eagle fans, you know what? Here's the thing that's funny about that. Mr. Cowboy, what's up?
Take the money out! All of it!
Shout out to... No, here's what's funny. I don't think that it's Dak Prescott. I honestly don't. But the message is spot on.
Yeah, it is spot on.
There is nothing on there that you can look and say is BS.
Fuck them birds.
F
Fly,
them birds.
Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team.
Sexy arm.
No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Mr. Cowboy.
That's harsh. Mark, I know who wrote the letter. Filthy, who wrote the letter? Who wrote the letter? I'm just, hey, you know what? I first, Filthy, I didn't think it was an Eagle fan because I didn't think any of you guys could spell. Crickets? Nothing, Mike? Okay. All right, so I didn't get a laugh from that one. Okay, but now moving right along, let's get on to the real business. If the Cowboys go through and extend Dak, and let's understand that the salary cap is going up to 2023. Angels 69. Boom.
Take the money out, all of it.
You're going to see the salary cap ballooning up. Right now, Dan Snyder is trying to sell the Commanders, the left hands up, with the worst stadium in the NFL. Nathan what's up?
All the other worst NFL stadiums got new ones.
Here's what's crazy. So it looks like, Jeff Bezos may still be able to get the team, but they're still talking about $7 billion for a fixer-up stadium. That stadium, it should be condemned.
They're actually thinking of fixing it.
Well, I'm just saying it's a fix. It needs to be imploded.
The thing to do.
I thought the red brick house was in bad shape, but that place is worse.
Yeah, you remember our seats?
I remember them.
And this was club level.
I remember
this wasn't
them.
an obstructive view. This was club level.
I know
they were tore up. It looked like a vicious dog went to and tore it up.
You're missing the point of this thing.
Animal tore up the
as
seats.
Bad as that stadium is, you just had Denver sold for what, 5 point something?
Yes, like
the Commanders are selling for 7.
They had to sell Denver had to sell the team because they kept getting
the family issues.
Yeah, the family issues. Like now have one owner and all that.
But you're not listening here. If the Commanders are worth $7 billion, then basically
one of the top
there's no team that's worth under 5.5 then. Which means they're raking in the money, which means the salary cap's going to go up because the salary cap is based on gross revenue. And I can tell you one thing. I can tell you this much. If it ends up being that Jeff Bezos, along with Beyonce and Jay-Z and Matthew McConaughey, buy the Commanders, I bet you that the Washington, D.C. Capital will want to put them back in D.C. and have a bomb-ass stadium that basically Beyonce can perform at and be the capital city again. And I can guarantee you that the Commanders will make money hand over fist for the NFL, and they won't have to have 2 sets of books where they're pocketing the money from the rest of the NFL. The NFL is going to get paid and the salary cap will balloon. There were estimates before COVID that the salary cap by 2027 would be somewhere around $450 million a year. So yes, players are looking at that and saying, I want to get a piece of that pie. And the Cowboys right now are looking and saying, can you spare some change? We want to make some moves. You're looking like you're surprised.
But you talking about the upgrades to the stadium?
No, they're looking. They already got that money cooked into the books.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about upgrades to their quarterback. They're talking about taking our quarterback, this guy.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being
I need to get that to be a ringtone. I need to make that a ringtone. Well, yeah, definitely need to put that on the soundboard here.
Download it and then you can make it to a soundboard.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. But regardless of that, Stephen Jones is talking about getting Dak Prescott's deal done. They could easily get $20-25 million out of an extension from Dak Prescott, maybe even more. And that is no Kellen Moore. And that's before we do anything as far as cutting a Tyron Smith or cutting a Zeke Elliott or cutting a Jordan Lewis and things like that, where we will get other money. The one thing I will say, because last year they were risk adverse going into the season, they realized their mistake and they did try to bring in players, be it too late, by making some calls about Jerry Jeudy to my man from the Texans, Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, Cooks, who
and then of course trying Odell Beckham Jr. and of course bringing in T.Y. Hilton. Here's what's going to happen. Now, by tomorrow, all of the NFL teams, you know, the Dallas Cowboys bus is already there in Indianapolis. You've got the GMs, you got the owners, you've got the scouts, you got everybody there at the cattle run of all the NFL talent. You know, they're going to literally line up like cattle. They're going to get poked. They're going to get prodded. They're going to get tapped on the knee to check it out. They're going to look at every x-ray they had. They're going to run them through psychological tests and everything else. You know, ask them about, was your mama a prostitute growing up? They're going to be doing everything to them. And they will also be doing business. Derek Carr will be meeting with teams to say, hey, I'm the latest quarterback that's a hottie. I promise I won't be like Carson Wentz, who's been on 3 teams the last 3 years. You got Zeke Elliott's people basically doing the same thing, talking to other teams to find out what his market value is to go to the Cowboys and say, hey, here's what we can get elsewhere. Do you want to match it? And this is an opportunity for the Cowboys to go through and say, hey, what do you want for Hopkins? Is there any chance that you would trade Stephon Diggs or other guys? So be prepared. There's work that's going to be done this weekend. What do you think, Mike? You think the Cowboys will actually change, that this leopard will change its spots and actually be a player in free agency?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You're going to go back to the we believe in our own guys.
Or we believe in the guys we draft.
Well, I was posing a question because I see my man Game Time is up in here. What's up, Game Time? The mailman who's doing his deliveries around lunchtime with his hot takes. Not, you know, kind of like the hot L's the Eagles take. Him and I will be doing a point counterpoint tomorrow night. It might not be ready to go till Wednesday, depending on how long it takes to upload, because I'll be on the road tomorrow. My question that actually, I should actually ask this question to Brian, and maybe we should do this as a counterpoint. But would you, as Joe the fan who's GM, would you look at saying, let's take our number 1 pick and let's see if we can bring a Stephon Diggs? Or let's see if we can bring in a Jalen Ramsey. Let's see if we can bring in a Hopkins. You're saying no?
You stupid.
I'm stupid?
Yes, you are. We get value for the number 1 pick.
We do. Occasionally we get a taco.
Other than taco.
A soft taco.
Who we got last year?
Tyler Smith.
Who actually played really good.
Yeah.
For a rookie.
But if you got a Stephon Diggs,
I need somebody. I need my line. I need Dak Prescott to be protected.
Well, what if? Okay. All right. So I'm
not sold on number 3 pick last year.
I've had conversations with several different people.
He might get better
like my
with
man
time.
Game Time and people and stuff like this, because there's a multitude of ways to look at things. What if you went out, because this is where it's going to be interesting. Your offense is going to evolve because we're looking at it from the way Jason Garrett ran the offense, right? A lot of ground and pound, offensive line need to be road graders. Well, we're going to the West Coast, which means your running backs are more outside guys.
Yeah, which
okay?
actually
outside, which will fit Tony Pollard better.
Which actually worked better for our run game last season. We got more yards per carry going on the outside.
But okay, what if you cut Zeke Elliott, made him a June 1st cut? Okay, so you maximize that. You only end up with a $5 million hit. You don't sign Tony Pollard, right? You go out, you take your number 1 pick, you get Stephon Diggs somehow. It might cost you more. Just hold it. Just listen to me.
I'm not giving up the
Boy, I brought you in this world. I'll take you out.
I'm not giving up the number 1 pick for nobody.
I'm telling you, just listen to me.
We gave up a number 1 for Amari Cooper, and we only got a 5th back.
Okay, but you know what? You could take your number 2 pick.
All because they didn't want to follow the company line.
Okay, but hold up. Weed and boys. You go out, you get Stephon Diggs, right? You still have $15 million that you would be spending with Zeke and Tony Pollard, right? You got, an extra 25 with Dak. You go out there, you get yourself another offensive lineman in free agency. You take your second pick, you draft another running back. Understand the big name running backs aren't winning Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls has Barry Sanders won? How many is Adrian Peterson? How many is Frank Gore?
So you want to take a number 2 for a guy who probably would
if I go out
more so a number 3. That
running backs, they're not. Listen, Barkley was a first round pick just like Zeke. We had Zeke Elliott, who's the number 4 pick in the NFL draft, when he was beasting and didn't win shit. How are we going to pay him a whole lot of money now when he's getting half the yards?
I'm just saying.
And think that we're going to win.
You're willing to go with the number 1 pick and then draft somebody with number 2.
It's not giving up. I'm getting Stephon Diggs. Now I got 2 lights out receivers that I can light the place up with.
Draft somebody number 2 pick.
A running back.
How many number 2 picks in the last 10 years we had that actually did something?
But I'm going for a running back here. I'm going to get the best running back available.
I don't trust the number 2 pick.
Okay, well, all right.
Trade the number 2 pick for somebody.
Okay, all right. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I tell you what then. All right, then okay. Forget that pick.
If we get Stephon Diggs for number 2, I'm all for it.
Because here's what I'll tell you. Which would you rather have? Cut Zeke and have Tony Pollard, or cut Zeke, don't pay Tony Pollard, and get Barkley? Saquon.
How would I want Barkley? I mean, the Eagles are talking about,
Barkley would be a lot better than Zeke and Tony Pollard together.
You got Philly 500.
Because that's about how much money we're talking about putting for those 2 guys.
You over here acting like Philly 500. Oh, we're going to get Saquon Barkley.
I did not say no. I'm putting it out there. What you're spending on running backs. You'd be better off, instead of spending, $15, $18 million on those 2, getting yourself a legitimate tackle, getting yourself a legitimate guard to protect your quarterback. I'm just saying.
I always was the proponent of getting rid of Zeke Elliott.
Here's the thing.
I never liked Zeke Elliott.
The chicken and the egg. Can you get a great running back that's running good behind a crappy line? Now, you can if it's Barry Sanders, but there's not a Barry Sanders out there. Which is better, a great running back with a shitty line, or a great offensive line? You don't have a Peterson and average running backs.
You don't have Peterson. He's another great running back.
You got to look. See, here's the problem. You have to look at value for where you spend money. Because here's the thing, and I've said this, Big Wade, shout out to Big Wade. Stephon is better than any receiver on this draft. I agree with you on that one, Big Wade. I agree with you. He's older. He's going to cost you more money. But if we're talking about trying to make a run in the Super Bowl, you put him with CeeDee Lamb, that's going to open up the field, which will actually make it better, too, for the running backs. But here's the thing. It's like defensive line, okay? If you've got one great corner, guess what? They just don't throw at him. They throw at the other guys. That's why Anthony Brown was always, we always looked at Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown sucks. Well, because they were always throwing at him, because we knew don't throw at Diggs. So going out and getting one great corner does not help you. But here's the thing. If you get a great defensive lineman, and this is where the Cowboys don't seem to understand this, a great defensive lineman makes all 3 levels better. A, he's taking on double teams, which means the guards aren't getting out to the linebackers. Linebackers are clean to scrape. They can play downhill, right? Defensive lineman stops the run. They can't run the ball in the middle, making it harder, making them one-dimensional, making them pass, in which case, boom, you don't have to blitz as much. If you have a defensive lineman who can rush the passer and put pressure on the middle, it makes it better for the defensive ends, because the defensive end's job is to get upfield. If it's soft in the middle, the quarterback steps up, they get missed. He makes the defensive ends better. And if he's getting a push in the middle, the quarterback has less time to throw, then guess what? then that means the cornerbacks have less time to go. So you get more for your money having a great defensive lineman than you do a great cornerback. And that's the same thing with the offensive line. You're better off having a great offensive line and an average running back than you are with a great running back and a shitty offensive line.
I'm okay with our third string running back. He's actually pretty good. If he has a hole, he can get the yards.
Well, here's the thing with running backs. You want them young, fast, and healthy.
And that's why our number 3
and right now,
and he's cheap.
Zeke Elliott is not young. He's not healthy for long.
USMC.
And Tony Pollard, USMC.
Take the money out, all of it.
And even Tony Pollard, he is
He's
outside Marion Barber. Marion Barber got paid when he was still only a part-time running back.
Which means that he'll fit great with our new scheme.
Yeah, but you have to be concerned about Tony Pollard's health. He had the plantar fasciitis. He's got the broken leg this time. And you know he's not good for more than about 25 plays. So we're going to ready to franchise tag him at $10 million or get a deal that's $8-9 million a year for him? I'm not sure that's the wisest thing. I'm game time, you tell me. We've had a couple of different discussions. If you do not fix the offensive line, and here's the problem.
And that's why I want to keep that number 1 pick.
Terrence Steele right now, it looks like he's a restricted free agent, but you may need to put a first-round tender on him, which means he's $5 million. Problem is, ACL, he may not be ready to start the season. So now we got a problem. Do we go with Matt Lewinsky? Do we go with Josh Ball?
I say you take that number 1 pick and draft somebody.
Well, the thing is if you're going to draft a right tackle, then you're not going to go ahead and try and lock up Terrence Steele. That would be ridiculous.
I mean, look what we got. Look at Smith. He played good for us.
Tyler Smith? Or you mean Tyler Smith?
Tyler Smith. I'm past Tyron Smith. It's time to let him go. We got your replacement.
Well,
but we need somebody else there too. I say you draft somebody.
As much as I say it'd be better to go sweep and get rid of all of them, the reality is
I say get rid of everybody.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. If you can go to Tyron Smith and say, "Look, Tyron, man.
Well, if you take a pay cut,
bro, you've made $90 million from us, okay? Tyron, we're hat in hand. You have been a Dallas Cowboy player all your career. You clearly are not that guy anymore. We love you. And we don't want to have the same feelings that we had with Tony Romo or Jason Witten and Des Bryant. We want you to get this ring with the Cowboys. And you keep him as an insurance policy where he takes, a pay cut. Or you restructure him. Because the problem is Terrence Steele ain't going to be ready. And if you can get him at a reasonable rate to restructure and say, you know what, we need you to start for the first 4 or 5 games for Tyler Smith, right? For Terrence Steele. And then Terrence Steele comes back. Then you got him ready to go. You got him for playoffs. You can let him rest, but you've got the experience of that guy. You can't get rid of everybody and just say we're just going to go out and get all free agents.
Get rid of everybody, but Tyron Smith makes the most sense.
If I tell you what, if it were a case of Tyron Smith or Zeke Elliott, I think I'd have to leave him on Tyron Smith.
I would definitely get rid of Zeke because you get 10.9
if you make him a June 1st
cut.
In which case you can do something with that money later.
Yeah.
That would be, if you had to take one or the other, I think at this point,
if I had
I got to go for the offensive line.
If I had the opportunity to do both, I would both go.
But I would still try and go ahead and get Tony Pollard and try and make his deal. I think
you make it
I think
friendly.
the running back market is not going to be as high as they're going to want because there are a lot of big names. Because Josh Jacobs is out there, Barkley's out there. I don't think it's going to be as good as they want it to be. Jeff Lee, what's up, Mark? How's it going today, buddy? It is going good, man. It is. We got the news on Michael Irvin, that case is like really heating up. Marriott is basically trying to say, throw that thing out, but I don't think it's going to get thrown out. We've got Stephen Jones basically saying, we need some money. Dak Prescott is our guy, which means that the stories that we heard about, that Dak Prescott was put on notice that they're going to get rid of him. If they're going to get rid of him, you're not extending him. You're just not. And, of course, speaking of Dak, we got this.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Woo!
Daddy.
The daddy.
Daddy Prescott. Daddy Prescott. The D stands for daddy.
So I'm good. I'm good. It's been a great day for me. Tomorrow we'll be back working on the red brick house. I can't wait. And it's going to be a busy week because we have the combine. And I think what you're going to be seeing, because we only have 1 week left of franchise tags, you're going to start seeing those start probably about Wednesday or Thursday as teams start meeting and talking with each other about everything. So everything's going to start coming to a head. The next week is going to be great if you are a football fan. At least we have that to talk about. Love that split game. You boo me while I earned respect. Rewards. Drop the mic. Is that's Reaper? I think I don't think it's real. I don't think it's really real. Or it was Dak Prescott got recorded when he didn't know somebody was actually on. Actually, that did sound a little bit like Dak, but it sounded very monotone. If you listen to it. It's there's no highs or lows. That's where I think it's like it's artificial intelligence done. But listen.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
So I think it's somebody. It sounds like somebody's reading it. It sounds like it's being read, and it's so monotone. But one more time.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you. Can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
So, to me, it's not Dak Prescott, but he's saying exactly what Dak Prescott should be saying.
Or at least he's thinking.
I mean, or should be thinking, because he owns you. Audio shopped.
They have apps
you gotta love that. You gotta love that. Yeah, they probably do have. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, with his voice recorded and something like that.
All right, so that's all we really got going on here right now. We'll just see what we see. It's going to be ready to. We'll just be ready to strap on and be ready to rock and roll. We've been doing some work here on the studio. Some things you'll notice, like our floating football and things here. Some things you won't, at least not immediately. And I've got a couple more things, big things I want to do in here. So, it's in between doing videos. It's hard work in here. New shirt, sexy arm. Oh, I love weed. You're right. Sexy arm shirt. That's my sexy arm.
Fuck them birds. Fly,
I like
Eagles,
fuck
fly.
them birds though.
Now
That should be the
birds
shirt.
Out of the sky.
My sexy
Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Oh man, there's so many shirts you could do. It's karma for you F-heads. How about that one? Karma for you F-heads. Oh, man. That shirt right there. Sexy arm. Baby arm holding an apple. Oh, man. Vader would be so proud. Right. We need to get Vader here. Fuck the Eagles. Oh, man. Well, you know what? We're going to end this thing early today. But, Mike, let's go ahead and get that drawing done right now here. Let's, oh, man. I don't have that camera loaded on here. Where is that camera? Boom. Michael's spinning away at it.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads.
Pick another
I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season.
Damn, you win too many of these.
I mean, he always shoot the challenge.
Look, his wife's going to just own him with all the stuff. He's literally getting Joe Boo's man cave built piece by piece at his house.
Oh, maybe that's what he wants.
Come on. Sexy arm energy. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, let's see. What you got this time, Mike? Yeah, the sexy arm. I'm going to tell Tracy I need sexy arm. Alan Williams. Alan Williams, you are the winner, chicken dinner of Dak Prescott flying through the air. So email me, Alan Williams. Please sign Dak to a 50-year fully guaranteed contract. Laugh out loud. Okay, you know, hey. Here's a message for you, filthy Eagles fan.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Hold up. We them boys. All right, so I got to get up early in the morning, so we're going to get ready to get out of here, good people. So get your shot glasses ready.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the... them birds. Fly, eagles, fly. Nah, we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic
Sexy
defense
arm.
and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
There you go. Good night, good people. It's time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.